Ahead of what promises to be a rocking college football weekend, let's take a look at some injuries that may or may not affect just how good we think a team is and how we're going to take a look at these teams as we get closer and closer to the reveal of the College Football Playoff Selection Committee's rankings. What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. If this is your first time watching Adapt and Respond, thank you for joining us here. We talk college football year round. If you're into that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, and answer the question in the comments below. Which of these injuries do you think is going to affect the team the most going into this first week of the second half of the college football season, as we've had some really interesting, listings in this first year where everybody is listing their injuries, questionable, probable, and we've seen fines. Last week it was USC for incorrectly listing a player or playing a player that was listed as out in a game. As many of you understand, we're betting on football games now, and there's a little bit more to that, but I think it's more important that we take a look at who is doing what. So at the top of the list, Clemson with Cade Klubnik, who has been limited most of the week, and if he can't go against SMU, it's probably going to be a game time decision according to Dabo Swinney. Christopher Vicenza, CV, is probably going to go. We'll see if Tristan Lee can play too. That's the left tackle. So either way, it could be big for an SMU team that still hasn't lost an ACC game in the regular season. Texas Tech expects to have Baron Morton ready to play against Arizona State. I'm not so sure that that's good or bad, given that Will Hammond has shown he's got the goods to do it. It's just Morton has had one of the worst injury play careers that I can remember in recent memory. As a matter of fact, I put him next to Alan Bowman on that list, who was also a quarterback at Texas Tech for some time. Alabama expects to have Jam Miller this week against Missouri. I expect that he will feature as well when the run game is going for Ty Simpson and the Tide. They're pretty damn good. LSU, interestingly, has Whit Weeks back on a path to playing, but not this week. We'll see if Aaron Anderson can make his return at wide receiver, and I think he's going to be pretty good if he can. Defensive tackle Bernard Gordon is unlikely to play against Vanderbilt this weekend. That's one of those ranked matchups that we frankly would not have had 2-3 years ago. LSU versus Vanderbilt now could sway the College Football Playoff Selection Committee's rankings when they reveal in a few weeks' time. I also think that USC Notre Dame have two of the more interesting injury reports to go on here. And if you're going to take the information and probably use it to make a bet, I'm going to tell you, I'm a winner, and I like picking winners. I'm good at it, and I know you need to know what I know when I know it right away. And that's one of the reasons that we're doing this particular segment right now. And if you're going to do that, MyBookie makes it really easy to go ahead and make your bets, make your plays. And I think one of the things that is interesting and cool about it is you can do many of the things that you would normally do across many books right there with MyBookie. You want spreads, they got spreads. You want props, they got props. You want in-game lines, they got those too. You can do all of that, player props, spreads, in-game lines at MyBookie. And if you are new to MyBookie, use my code. It's in the description below, and bet as you choose up to $500, and it's fully covered, which means that if you make your play and if it doesn't hit, you get right back in when you opt in using the bet back bonus token. A link to join is in the description. I should say the promo code is in the description for you to join. Just go to mybookie.com. Use the promo code all caps RJ Young. That's one word. All caps RJ Young. That's one word. I'm a winner, and I want you to win. Let's win together. Use my code at mybookie.com and see if you can't make some money. Again, the USC Notre Dame game, it's really interesting to note that Waymond Jordan had tightrope surgery for his ankle earlier this week, and he expects to be out for a couple of weeks. Backup tailback Eli Sanders also is expected to miss the remainder of the season. Means walk-on King Miller is now RB1, but that might not be such a bad thing, as he had 18 carries for 158 yards in a win against Michigan last week. And we'll see if he's really going to be able to lead them past a Notre Dame team that looks like it could be back in contention for the college football playoff. But I think a loss for Notre Dame anywhere along the stretch rules them out. Notre Dame is going to be without Gabriel Rubio and Logan Thomas in this game. Redshirt nickelback Devontae Smith, junior wide receiver Jaden Greathouse, and junior tight end Cooper Flanagan are all questionable. I think if Jaden Greathouse plays, you get your most important deep threat not in the slot, right? Second best wide receiver on the team for me. And I think that it's always going to be the Jeremiah Love and Jadarian Price show, but CJ Carr has shown a tremendous ability to make plays. And Chris Ash's defense has been pretty good more lately. Like, it's touch and go there for a little while. In this game, I really expect for CJ Carr and Jeremiah Love to lead them past USC. I don't think that USC's defense is as good as it has shown against Michigan, but I also think that the offenses will cancel each other out. You get a pick here, a pick there. You get on Jaden Mayava and or King Miller plays like a walk-on, you're good to go there. I think that picking Notre Dame to beat USC is the way to go. Michigan is going to probably be with Justice Haynes. I say probably be with because he's listed as questionable in this game against Washington, but I really think that's going to be about Bryce Underwood versus Demont Williams and whether or not Wink Martindale can do what Ohio State did and keep that dude in check. Jamar McCoy is not going to play against Alabama in the Classic. That is the third Saturday in October for Tennessee. He's working his way back from a torn ACL, but whether or not he even plays in 2025 is really nobody's guess. Anybody's guess. Deshaun Bishop is also being viewed as a guy that can play. He's listed as probable, so I'd expect him to do that, but they go really deep at tailback. He's just their best. And I said this way back in the summer, and I got really loud Tennessee fans going, I don't know about that, dog. And I'm like, okay. So Ole Miss is going to start Trinidad Chambliss against Georgia, which I think is great because Trinidad Chambliss is a Heisman contender. And when he plays, they win. They look really good. Bo Jackson is fine. Ryan Day said he could have finished the game last week. And still, it's really the defense that you're looking at. Edric Houston being sidelined, Lorenzo Styles being sidelined. Those aren't good things for an Ohio State defense that is so good, I think, because it is so deep. But Bo Jackson exiting during the win against Illinois on the road. I mean, they're going to play Wisconsin. They should name the number against Wisconsin. It might be 59-0 again, like it was in the Big Ten Championship. Arizona State's going to have starting quarterback Sam Leavitt for their game against Texas Tech. It's very clear that they're a very different football team when he's not their quarterback. And Gio Lopez is back, and he made the trip to Cal for North Carolina, but it's expected that Max Johnson is probably going to get start, and we might see some Lopez in there. And the only other players I think are interesting to mention here, Florida State wide receiver Deuce Robinson and running back Roydell Williams are both listed as questionable as Florida State tries to get its first win in over 391 days in the ACC against Stanford. Yeah, traditional ACC powerhouse Stanford. Let me know what you're planning to do the rest of the way. And if you use the MyBookie code, let me know.